Zay told me he sent some shit, so we're working on some amen shit. Yeah, club in the morning, off like 2. Sip champagne when we talk about views. And cut like us, we stuck in the trap. Steak ain't rare, so we sending it back. All of my brothers are rare, can't cap. The money was quick, now we sending a few. I'm down by the 100, we starting to shoot. I hit 21, just watch how we move. PR in my blood, no, I ain't no thug. Now we in the club. We threw
Back,
it up, now we
Artificially Genuine, episode 20, part 6.
Damn, part 6.
All right. We're going to wrap this bad boy up like we do with everything. At the end of the day, we just want to make sure people out there are taken care of. Know that you are here to take care of everybody else. Sometimes it feels like you're alone. You're going through something. Just reach out. Reach out. Talk to your friends, family, therapists. There's people out there. They're waiting to have a communication with you. Sometimes it can be a stranger, bro. Simple conversation can take you a long way. But we like to use ChatGPT. It's free to download. Use it on your phone. I use it almost every day now. I'm always asking questions, stuff like that. But for this segment, we just want to talk about mental health. I prompted come up with some inspirational quotes for the new year, just so that way it's like the way you prompt it, the way you question it, is the response you're gonna probably get. Sometimes you gotta like ask it a couple more times or rephrase it, but
exactly.
it'll get you the answer that you need. But one that I liked was, as the calendar turns, remember your mental health is a garden. Tend to it with compassion and watch the flowers of the possibility bloom. So it's like just thinking positive. Make sure that, hey, don't put yourself down. You had sent me a video where like the video was more like, hey, use every opportunity to your advantage. Let's say you were supposed to date somebody, but it doesn't work out. The positivity is like, hey, you guys were not supposed to work out because the next one's the one that's going to be the one for you. So it's like things go up and down all the time. But just find the positivity in everything. And, man, that helped me out a lot.
And I think if I could branch off of that, I'm going to say that, like, the most important conversations, right, that you have are with yourself, you know. And the crazy thing is you can have the best conversation. Like, you can, if you're thinking negative, you can, like, change it. You can change it automatically. Be like, you know what? I'm not going to go down this lane. Life is good. Think about the good things. Have gratitude and be like, damn, that's, like, it's going to work out. And it's, you're in control of that. It's not like you're not in control of that. Because once you start thinking the negative, you could just switch it and be like, you know what? I'm not going to think like that. I'm going to think positive. And it's about catching yourself and speaking to yourself correctly because you are in control of speaking to yourself. So talk to yourself, date yourself, fucking love yourself because, you know, you don't have to depend on anybody else to love yourself. You love yourself and, you know, you kind of grown confidence off that.
You're going to attract. You're going to attract people from that. Like, people notice.
No, I agree with that, man. A lot of it does stem from, you know, self-love and accepting. You know, you may have a certain, you know, idea of yourself, what you would like to be, and or however it is, a skill set, image, or personality. But, you know, just be who you are, embrace who you are, and learn to be comfortable in your own skin. Because when you start making those type of moves, everything else is just you're going to have the tools to handle it, right? Because life's always going to throw some crazy shit at you. You just don't know what's going to be thrown at you, right?
Yeah.
And so when you have, and I always, in jail, I hit it, like, it's always, I feel like, you know, Fabo does, you know, there are outlets out there, you know, you have family members, if you have family members, you know, if you have friends, you can go to the communities, like, you know, different, like, you know, maybe if you play like a baseball, basketball, you know, ping pong, there's so many different communities, so you can involve yourself in the community. But I feel like it always starts from within. And then, but to answer on your, or to jump on that quote would be, to add on to that quote, I would say that quote just instantly reminded me of, I'm a quote, Joe Dirt, life's a garden, dig it? So, no, I really mean that though, man.
Yeah.
So it's just like, life's a garden, so dig it. Like, it sounds so, I mean, it's a funny phrase, but it's almost just like, it is what it is, and accept it, right? And all you can do is better yourself the way where you see fit, right? And just take it from there, right? So no one, I mean, just self-reflect, be cool with who you are, and just try to spread love, man. When you try to spread love, that positivity is gonna attach to someone else trying to spread positivity. So they're believe me, man, as evil as this world is, all these crazy shit happening, it's a balance. There's some fucking good people out there. I know I'm a good person, but I'm not the best person. There's motherfuckers out there that are saints, G.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bless their heart, whether it be female, male, whatever, man. But like, there's some really good people out there, and so all you got to do is like just open up. But I feel like it starts within.
Yep.
Yeah. No, definitely. Let's go to the next one. Kind of leads into it. Is like step into the new year with the strength to rewrite your narrative, making self-care and mental wellness your guiding chapter. So, like I said, you might start here. It might be rough, but just know you always have the future to switch it up.
Yeah.
You may have been doing it one way for so long, but maybe it's time. Switch it up. Try a new way. Try a new channel.
I would like to jump on that real quick. My bad, JL. But
No, I don't have
you're
nothing.
good.
But you know, it's almost like you know, we are creatures of habit, right? So if you do find yourself in a state where like fuck, it seems redundant or you're maybe not exciting, then all that is just switch it up, man. So, and I'm not saying that's easy, but just find some other interest and then just go out and do it, right? Or just go out, drive somewhere and do something, right? So, or what I'm trying to say is just you really got to change your habits if you're not happy with yourself. And that's not really the easiest thing to do,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's just certain things that are so small, like start going to the gym, right? Join a freaking I don't know, a club or something, right? Just try to find an outsource or an outlet, because sometimes too, you know what? I'm gonna say maybe certain. The only thing is time to heal, so you just need time to heal, and all you need is to take your mind off of it. So just find an outlet, right? So it's almost like there's no solution but time.
Yeah.
So it's just find something to ease your mind off it. Like today I was at work, bro. It's almost we have to, not try straight, but like we have to we have some units we have to rework type shit. You know, if someone made a mistake, we gotta sand off a code because it's not in compliance with like the Department of Transportation because it's a certain color, whatever. It's some engineering bullshit, right? But we have to sand off this code, and then you know, we polish them, and it's like I was like, damn, this is kind of therapeutic. I was polishing these lenses, and I looked, I was like, that's just all polished. I feel good. I was like, I was like, I polished that shit, like, you know. And like me and the other engineer were like, he was sanding it off. We had like an assembly line, and I was just polishing them, and then like, you know, and then I pack them up. But it was just like, it was kind of almost therapeutic. I was just like, zzz, like where you can kind of even get to like, not necessarily like a mindless activity, but just something just, and you get a cool result. Like you see a shiny ass fucking like, I should polish. Gee, that's cool. And fucking, I felt like I told my coworker, I was like, damn, this shit feels therapeutic almost. And he's like, yeah, I kind of feel that too. And just
That's hilarious.
you would never know an action or a task that how could be so therapeutic. Cooking, anything, something like that. Sometimes it's therapeutic. So just try something different and take it from there.
Yeah, and getting past that, like what you just said right there. Sometimes the thing that you're avoiding is the thing that you need.
You do.
Right?
That's
the
the
thing
way
that you're avoiding, right? Like you're avoiding something. Like me was like in front of camera. I hate the camera. Like that was one of my biggest things. Like I never want to talk about shit. I don't want to see myself on camera. But I'm like, that was one of the biggest things. I punched through. I'm like, dude, I could do fucking. That was my only thing.
I think I'm your number one fan, G. I don't know, when I watch these shit sometime, bro, I'll be
bro.
like, dog, some of the shit you was saying, bro,
chill.
like, nah, bro, like, I'm not like, or at least I know I fucking genuinely laugh. I'm like, because sometimes, like, you know, we're doing this live, but then when I watch it again, sometimes I was like, fuck, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah,
Like, you'd be like, fuck with Gerald. Or when you guys have, your other guest on, and I'm just like, damn, fuck it, Gerald.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro. Some people see it, you know what I mean? Some people don't, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
game recognized game, and you know, I'm always like, when you see talent, like just appreciate it, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it is what it is.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Some people, you know what I mean? Some people are threatened by it sometimes, but
All right. I'll go into the last one.
Okay.
May this year be a canvas for your mental health. What I kind of take from that is like, kind of like you said, when we started doing this, we're like, hey, don't focus on what other people think. This and that. Because, dude, that literally can shape your narrative. Like, hey, I want to do this. But sometimes you share something and then that takes you off the wrong path.
Yeah.
Man, if you want to do something, fucking do it.
Yeah.
Do it your way. And the outcome, man, it's going to be the happiest thing. This whole, like you mentioned earlier, this podcast, you were here when it was all white. All white. There was nothing in here. We had a table right here. That was it.
Dog.
But
This shit's lit.
slowly, surely, just little designs,
vibe.
posters, lights. Like I said,
'Cause of you,
stay
bro.
tuned. Stay tuned. But
Good for
like,
you, dude.
but
Working.
it's a team thing. Like, had you said, you know what, I only want to try this for so and so long, I wouldn't have gone out. But because you're dedicated, I'm dedicated. You fucking been supporting us. But that's what gets me pumped up to let me show you that I'm just as ready for
You're a
for
hard
the next
worker,
step.
G. You're a hard worker, man.
But thank you. But yeah, man, I mean, I was gonna say, don't let anybody else influence you, bro. We're only here for a little bit of time,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
enjoy
And
it
fuck
your way.
everybody.
Enjoy it your way.
Well, I mean, yes and no, right?
Gently,
I mean,
gently.
Yeah, gently,
Yeah,
gently.
yeah.
I mean, fuck everyone from a sense from them
we
judging
get 0
you.
followers.
Yeah.
Them, don't let other people judge you and like dictate your actions because you feel judged. Like, fuck people on that regard.
Yeah.
You know, but what I'm gonna say, going on the quote, like a canvas, right? So, what is
Clean
a
slate.
canvas? A canvas is something where you can create your art. And who's to tell you what's wrong or right from art, right? You do what you want to do, and sometimes your art, your canvas doesn't come out what you want. So, what I'm trying to say is that, like, I'm trying to make it a point where it's like, you know, sometimes you make a painting like, oh, that's ugly. Well, sometimes you're going through life and it's not the happiest time. I mean, for someone, for mental health, right? I mean, if you're really trying to be happy 24/7, like I feel like the most like that's not the right way to go, right? It's a balance, right? And maintain. Like I remember, I'll make an analogy, like for sports, right? I remember like when I was in college and fucking baseball, like I remember the coach made it like, everyone's gonna have their highs and lows, but you still want to have like a nominal. You don't want to go too high. You don't want to go too low. I mean, of course you want to go too high. I mean, sometimes, but you don't. But I mean, I feel like your lows balance you out, right? So being able to like, there's an engineering or there's a term. There's like a resilience and toughness, and I like to make an analogy to like our emotions and shit. Like you gotta be resilient and tough. You gotta be able to handle a certain amount of energy before you break. You gotta be able to handle a certain amount of wrong, or not necessarily wrong, but bad circumstances. You can't just like first bad thing you break, right? You gotta, and it's easier said than done. But everyone's hardship should prepare them for further hardships, because I mean, if you're living in a life where like, oh, I got past all my hardship, like, I honestly feel like I'm in a good spot right now. I like everything, but like shit could go wild tomorrow, dog.
Yeah.
But and
Harry Potter stunt, man. Harry Potter
like
stunt,
dog,
man.
yeah, bro. So it's just like you really gotta be mentally strong, and there's nothing wrong with being in a bad place for a given moment.
Yeah.
Just to be like, and then like I said, if you need I'm in a bad place, let me reach out, or like let me look in the mirror. That's what I would do. I'd be like, damn, dog, like, you know what I mean? Maybe that's just me, but like that's just I would like, and that's what I say, like man up, like did I do what I'm supposed to do? Because generally, if you do what you're supposed to do, yeah, you may make mistakes, you may not get that role, you may not get that job, but if you, like I said, if you swing with your eyes open on a target you're trying to hit, motherfucker, you're gonna hit that shit. But if you're swinging eyes closed, you may not hit that shit, right? So just stay focused on what you want to do. Everyone has their own fucking goals. I feel we have some shit that is lining up.
Oh, yeah.
But everyone, that's what I'm saying. Everyone has their own goals, and just do what you know you're supposed to do. Because the moment we're like, oh, I could have done more. I could have paid more attention. I didn't have to leave early. I didn't like all that shit adds up, dog. So
Yeah. Last thoughts.
Hold
Last
yourself
thoughts?
hold yourself accountable, right?
Yep.
Hold yourself accountable for your shit. The work that you don't want to do is the shit that's gonna get you to the next level. So find out what that shit is and do it. And fucking even if it fucking hurts and everybody judges you and you're whack or this or that, bro, that is what's gonna happen. You're gonna go against the grain, but in order to go to the grain, you're gonna find what you need on the other side, bro. Don't follow the footprints, bro. Maybe sometimes you gotta make your own footprints, dog, for the other people.
make your own lane, man.
Yeah.
Now, how
make
many
your own
times
lane.
you fall down is how many times you get back up. But thank you
Yeah.
so much for tuning in.
Fuck
Thank
yeah.
you so much, Big Neeks.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you, man.
Artificially Genuine. Comment down below. We'll be back next week.
lit.
Hey, hey.
Damn.
Cheer.
2024.
That shit was lit, bro. I fuck with it.